Good afternoon, friends. My name's Justin. I play guitar on songs in Nashville, and today I want to talk about gear. One piece of gear specifically that really frustrates me that it's no longer available. In almost every area of a musician's life, I think things have progressed, right? From the reissue guitars, you can get relic master-built Fenders that are 90-some% of the way there to a 50s or 60s Fender. You can get the Gibson Custom Shop stuff. It's like they're closer than they've ever been before to an old one at the fraction of a price, even though they're still really expensive. There are millions of pedals out there. There's millions of great boutique amps. There are ways of recording that are very quiet. I'm going to do a giveaway through the channel pretty soon for for an aux box, actually. And you're not going to have to do anything to enter the giveaway. You're not going to have to buy anything. I looked into the rules. Some people told me that if I'm making people buy my course, which is still available at on sale, so check that out. Link in the description. People told me that it might be illegal if I require you to buy my course in order to enter the lottery, and I think they're right. So you don't have to do anything but sign up for my email list. So it's coming. I'll show you. It'll be great. But there's one thing that I think we're missing, and I've got 3 old ones, okay? And they are so awesome. And when I say old, I mean I got them. The most recent one I bought, I bought it in like 2009, okay? That's 15 years ago. See, what I used to do when I was on the road, here's a tip for all you traveling guitar players. I used to check the Craigslist of every town I went to and would look for gear and just see what's for sale locally that might be a good price. I wasn't looking to rip anybody off or lowball people or whatever. But if something was fair, then I would have a bit of extra cash and look around. This is how I found a 66 Princeton Reverb for $1,000. That was in 2010, actually. I still have that amp. It's fantastic. It's so good. I should play it more. I've been so stuck on my Tweed and my old deluxe reverb. I have a Lazy J that's fantastic. I did a video on Tweed amps and a few different tricks for getting the most out of one of them. If you're a Tweed guy, you should check that out. One thing that I made sure to check for everywhere I went was an in-case guitar bag, okay? Now, In-Case doesn't make guitar bags anymore. I emailed them and asked them why. Why did you stop doing this? These were the best cases. I still think they're the best cases. And they responded, and they said that at the time, Apple and Samsung were keeping them so busy with continually updating, like here's a brand new iPhone generation, here's a new iPad, here's a new Galaxy, here's a new whatever, all the devices. They just couldn't keep up with the handheld device world, like mobile phones and tablets, and keep the guitar case thing running. So I have 3 of them. I'm going to show you the ones that I have. This is the newest one that I got. This is in 2009. This is just an in-case tour bag. Single guitar. It's got this awesome pocket here. You've got room for charts to go down in here. You can open this. And there's all sorts of great storage, like that's normal. Most guitar bags, I don't have a problem with storage for guitar bags. But what's amazing about it, and check this out, I've actually got my gold top in here. What's amazing about it is that it's not just a gig bag, okay? It's a soft case. It's an actual case. There's a big difference. If I take the guitar out of here, the thing can stand up on its own. It's actually somewhat rigid, and it's got hard moldable plastic inside, or molded plastic, I guess. But look, it works so nicely. A lot of these soft cases today, like Mono and whoever, they have a big pad for the neck, which this one, the Velcro comes off and it can move to really cradle the headstock well if you want. they have the neck support, right? But the rest of the bag support isn't there. I'm thinking of mono mostly. Their cases are soft. They're not like these. And this thing, when I bought it in 2009, it's got backpack straps, and then I fold the cover, but you could cover this up and zip all this around and have one single strap that clips on here and down here. That's in my garage, or just carry it by the handle. Again, it's an actual soft case. It's not just a gig bag. And they stopped making them, and I'm not happy about that. I bought this for $100 in 2009 in Phoenix off of Craigslist. I guess today, if you're going to do that, you should look on Facebook Marketplace, or Reverb sometimes has local listings. Like you can hunt around if you're just looking for a good deal or a fair deal on something, you know. I didn't have my heart set on a Princeton Reverb at the time. I was just searching Fender, vintage, you know, and that one came up, and it still had the 2-prong cord and everything. I had to pay my tech to go through it and put a properly grounded cord on it. But man, great deals to be had if you're traveling, right? You get exposed to a lot more local markets. So anyway, this is the greatest case ever, but I have 2 more. And the other 2, one of them I thought was in pretty rough shape. Well, it's been in this same rough shape for like 20 years. Like, check this out. It's a double bag, all right? This holds 2 guitars, and it's amazing because it's small. It still has the same front-facing surface area as a single bag, right? I've got zippered pockets here, which this zipper's blown out, big deal. I never stick anything in here. But then there's another pocket that actually opens up around the bottom, and you can see that it flaps open, and there's charts, capos, strings, string winder, whatever you want, you know. Like, again, every gig bag's gonna have some organization. Like, great. But once again, nobody else makes hard-sided, soft cases, okay? This is padded, but there's really rigid molded plastic inside of here. So check this out. I can even fit an offset in there, right? I can fit my Novo in here with the Wang bar. And then behind it, so I'm gonna try to do this without everything falling out on me. Behind it is my Reverend, that's what it's called. The Reverend baritone, which I love so much. And I take the trim arm off of that one, Wang bar. I take the trim arm off of that one and just kind of stick it in the Velcro of the neck support for the front guitar. Again, same thing, like this has hard plastic in it. It's not just leather, it's not just nylon, it's not just, you know, soft material. This has a hard, durable plastic liner in it, the outer, the entire wall all the way around, the back. And then it's a backpack bag too, just like the single one that I showed you. So these outer zippers, the big zippers for the guitar compartment, like, again, 20 years old, and I've used this thing. These 2 double cases pretty much go with me to every session because it's the most efficient way for me to take 4 guitars. And I'll typically take my Jazzmaster or the Novo, a baritone, a Les Paul, and a Tele. That's kind of my default if they're not paying cartage and I'm bringing my own stuff. Or even if they are paying cartage, those are the 4 that I keep with me at home because I do work here too. So I take them with me with these cases. So this one's in not amazing shape. Like you can kind of see right here that the some of the zippers pulling away from the material a little bit. So I just don't close it all the way, and it's still a better case than anything new I could buy. That's the frustrating part, is that they stopped making these and no one is doing the hard-sided soft shell case. So let me show you my last one. because I think in-case originally said, like, this isn't for Gibsons, right? We already saw in my single bag that I have the gold top, and it's got great neck support. Well, I find in these double bags, if you're ever fortunate enough to find a double in-case bag, you can put a Les Paul in it if the Les Paul's on top, okay? Because the body and the neck kind of do this from the side on a Les Paul, and then like here's the neck, and then here's the headstock. So there's two pretty severe angles, the way the neck is set to the body and the way the headstock comes back off of the neck. You don't want another guitar riding on top of that, okay? I try to not lay them down on their backs anyway. They're either on the floor on their side. Well, I guess when I open them, sometimes they're on the floor and I flop the case lid open. But most of the time they are leaning into a corner. That's like the safest place to lean anything, a corner. They're leaning into a corner, and I pull guitars out just from the side. So this one's in immaculate condition. And these two double bags are older than that tour bag. I got that tour bag again 15 years ago in 2009. It was still in the plastic with the little do not eat silica packet in it. Still had the hang tags and everything. I've been looking them up. This is terrible. You're gonna hate me for exposing you to the amazing in-case bags and then telling you what they're going for. Like an in-case double bass gig bag, $450. Worth it? I think that's worth it. That's what somebody's asking on Reverb. Maybe you can make an offer. I don't know. There's an in-case rare John Mayer signature guitar bag. I don't think those are as rare as the regular non-John Mayer cases, because they kept making the John Mayer case longer after they discontinued these. And I think it was just because of the deal they had with Fender. They couldn't just cancel it for no reason like they could cancel their own product line. They had some sort of contract or something. So that one's $480, local pickup only. There's another in-case bag for $400. And I mean, you know, if I don't have a Gibson in one of these, I'm not going to take it in a mono. It's just a soft bag. It does have a neck support, but the rest of the bag is just a soft bag. Okay. I'll carry Gibsons in hard cases. Actually, my 335 I do carry sometimes in a mono case because it's super convenient. But man, there's nothing like the in-case bag. So check this out. This has. You might think I'm crazy, but this has my old 69 Custom in the front. Nice and neck supported. You see where the pad meets the angle of the neck? Like, that's fantastic. And then right behind it is the Biscuit. So there's an obscene amount of money in this. Yeah, you might think I'm really crazy for that. My two most valuable guitars in one gig bag. But man, it's just so convenient. And it's not just a gig bag. It's a hard case. A hard case. So, I don't know. Would you let me know in the description if there's something that I'm missing? Because the mono cases that I've had, I don't like them as much. I think that's probably the best option these days. The Reunion Blues stuff that I've seen, like it's heavy duty leather, but again, there's no structure to it. It's a bag. I want a soft case with backpack straps that I can zip away if I don't want to use them, that has rigid molded plastic inside the case is sewn around rigid molded plastic. And this is actually really solid material. It hasn't deteriorated in 20 years. I don't know. Why can't we make these anymore? That's my question. So that's what I have for you. If you could let me know what you're using, I'd greatly appreciate it. If there's anything that compares to the in-case stuff. The single one's called a tour bag. The other twos are called The other cases are called a dub bag, D-U-B. Here's a Reverb listing, sold. $480 plus $50 shipping. So worth it. Really so worth it. You know what else is worth it? My course, which it's available. I think it's still on sale today. Even if you miss the sale, it's less than $70. It's 69 bucks. Like, that's, man. Link for the course below. And please let me know in the comments what you're using, what you like as far as cases go, without carrying hard shell cases everywhere. I'll see y'all later. That's all I got.